Retsu will face the Grand Master of Chinese martial arts here at LR Shion. Now, we will review the next chapter of Grappler Baki, the legendary swordsman arc. It's the chapter where the great Kaku Kaioh confronted the genius Retsu Kaioh before his fight with Miyamoto Musashi. Do you think Retsu will be able to master Shaori to assist him in his fight? Let's find out. But first, please know that you can buy the new Grappler Baki volume collections, Baki the Grappler Season 1 and 2 DVDs, and Bandai's Grappler Baki figurine on the link on the description below. By buying, you can help the channel grow and release more Baki videos. Please subscribe and let's begin. The chapter starts inside the Shinshinkai Dojo. Currently, the great Retsu Kaioh is being kicked by Suedo in the face, following it up with a large barrage of punches, then finishing it with a powerful jumping knee strike. However, even with all that, Retsu Kaioh is not hurt. Suedo then thinks, "I hit him." But there doesn't seem to be any damage. It's weird. His moves seem to move with mine. It's just like he is a feather. All of a sudden, Retsu unleashed an extremely powerful strike, instantly knocking down the champion of the Shinshinkai Dojo. Kaku Kaioh then said, "You read this as Shaori. Increase the toughness of your bones. Increase the toughness of your flesh. Training your skin. Turning your whole body into a thick wall is possible. Making it so you can take any and every blow given to you and keep going. But I am sure that all of you gentlemen here already know that much. But that is not a real technique. Being able to take a hit is something you need. But being able to handle a hit is a completely different thing. So, in that case, what should you do? Being like this should be the smart thing to do. Like a feather. Oh. Just like I thought. Let your whole body become like that. Move as if you are unconscious and without restraints. Your muscles. Your bones. Even your strength. Down to the very essence of your body. All of it is stiff. So, you have to leave your very body behind. You have to escape from it. Your wall of hard flesh will need to have the flexibility of an ice pack. It needs to be able to move as a piece of paper caught in the wind until you finally reach the level of a feather. And once you become a feather, that wall you made will no longer be there. Even if it's wind, even if it's a bullet, even if it's a missile. The power behind all of them will become completely useless. Do you know why? That is because you have become full Shaori. If you truly become a feather. Then Kaku Kaioh tried to cut a feather in half. But it was not affected. He continued. Even swords won't be able to cut you. The two-sword style. It's not something that only Musashi can do. Then the great Kaioh performed a Chinese martial art version of the two-sword style. Katsumi then thinks. Even though he is holding the same swords, something just feels different. It might be a feeling of simplicity. As if every thought is being put into a single blade. Almost as if he has become static while still moving. This feels more like the dynamic of it being a sport. Perhaps it's due to the fact that these movements are based on Chinese martial arts. Kaku Kaioh continued. Regardless of the sharpness of the attack, you have to receive the attack with some elegance. I am certain that this is a new thing for karate to hear. But it is an old story from China that is still being told to this day. The story of the fight between a crane and a snake. Thanks to that fight, several inspirational hints were found. The attacks of his beak were able to accurately hit the snake. And each attack frustrated the snake till he launched an attack of rage. But by gracefully flapping his wings, he was able to dodge it and render the attack useless. And soon after that, the fight was over. But that's just no good. Because if all of it is elegant, the fight would become a simple dance of elegance. And no matter how graceful the dance is, it will be cut apart by a sword. Retsu, please stand up. I need you to flutter around. Completely immerse yourself. Become a feather. If you are cut by my sword, you will die by Musashi's. Retsu replied. Whenever you are ready. Katsumi then thinks. Become a feather. The meaning behind those words. To think it could be this. What the hell is going on here? Then we see Retsu Kaioh with cut all over his body. Katsumi questioned. How is this even possible? Kaku Kaioh then said. The genius Retsu Kaioh stands right in front of me. Then the Grand Kaioh tried to slash him, managing to land a blow in Retsu's lower abdomen. However, before it could slice him, Retsu performed Shaori to negate the attack. Katsumi then thinks. He's cut. But he wasn't cut. It's the first time I'm seeing this. Kaku Kaioh continued. Not just once. Not just twice. Not just 3 times. The genius Retsu Kaioh. He did it more than 4 times. He became a true feather. Well done. You have to assess your feelings. You have to assess it with your eyes. Instead of going against the swordsmanship, you have to move with it. With all of your 5 senses. Become like a feather. Let your legs become the wind. Let your hands become the wind. All of your 5 senses needs to become the wind. Then Kaku Kaioh hugged the genius Retsu Kaioh. He then said. It's this warm body. You have completed Shaori. We now move on outside Takegawa's mansion. Currently, Miyamoto Musashi is doing his training. Takegawa then thinks. It's almost like a painting. What kind of training is he doing? Then suddenly, a leaf falls down from a tree. And without fail, the legendary swordsman managed to cut it, slicing the small leaf into 4 tiny pieces. He then said. That is barely passable. But it will have to do for now. Takegawa then said. This is a long sword. And it is pretty heavy. It's not something you can easily dodge. But, even so, it is able to move at a speed where the human eye can't see it. Right? Musashi replied. Anything can move faster than the human eye if done by the right hands. It's the waist. You cut with the waist. You draw the energy out of your waist. And then, with a single finger. All you have to do is move all of it in harmony. Then, there is nothing you can't cut. What do you think of this chapter? Do you think Retsu Kaioh's perfected Shaori can work against a legendary swordsman? Comment down your opinion below. Special thanks to my patron, Juan, The Broken Monarch, Stranger Dragons Prevail, Sam Shires, Aaron Wieland, James Berry, Evan Edrock, Shay Jackson, Dr. Manhattan, Francois, I Meet Rabbit, The Real Zuravan, Big Sam Zilla, A Patrian of the Uts, Jacket, Midas, Johnny Might, Kevin Arias, Jason Jacobs, OK, Vega Punk, Just Danzo, Joshua Ash, Mars Kane, Claudio Aguilera, Francisco Carrillo, Jaden Robinson, Isom Harris, Awesome Swayable, Thomas West, David Fritz, Brandon Zipperl, Ethan, Carrot, Xavier Ward, and Goku Kot. We really appreciate your help. If you want to support my channel, please subscribe to my Patreon, LR Shion. I will put a link in the description below. Our next video will be about Motoba Izo versus the great Retsu Kaioh. Stay tuned.